These scrunchies are very popular because they're very easy to make, but also they're very useful and easy to use. So to make one of these, I'm going to use a strip of fabric that's 50 centimeters long by 9 centimeters wide, and a piece of elastic. This is just over a centimeter wide, or maybe half an inch wide, and this is 20 centimeters long, or 8 inches. So the first thing you need to do is take your piece of fabric and fold over about a centimetre on one end for your hem. Turn the right sides together like this and sew that long seam, so you end up with a tube like this. So that's the hemmed edge and there's your tube. Now you need to turn this inside out, and I used a knitting needle for that. It's very easy. So I'm using a knitting needle. You want to use the fat end and use that to push the tube through to the right side, like that. And you'll end up with something that looks like this. So the next thing to do is to iron this. I always find it very useful to iron as I'm going along. You get a much neater finish and a much more professional looking product at the end. So I'm going to iron this, makes it nice and easy to work with. And if you're going to have a go at this, do let me know how you get on. All my details are below. I'd love to hear from you and see all your lovely pictures. Some people have made some really pretty ones and they're really nice to see. So here I'm just ironing along the seam now. Makes it easier to work with. Now, so the next thing to do is to thread your elastic through here. Now I've got this clever little device which I made using the handle of an old toothbrush. So if you can get someone to cut the end of the toothbrush off and drill a hole through it, or even use a small piece of wood, that might be easier. You can use a long piece of wire, just fold it over. Lots of things you could use, even a large safety pin. So I'm going to thread the elastic through here, just tie it loosely there and thread it through. So you want to keep hold of the end of the elastic, don't let that go through. Actually, what I'm going to do is put a pin through this end, just to hold it in place and make sure it doesn't go through. And then pull this through this end. And it's raining again, so the light might go a little bit dark, I'm afraid. I've put the lights on now. It's been raining for a week non-stop, which is, well, it's good for the garden anyway. My flowers are looking really lovely. Really bright red colours. So once you've got that in place, the next thing to do is to put this end, the raw end with the raw edges, through this end where you turned it over with the hem. So that needs to go in there about a centimetre and a half through there. And then what you want to do is just take it to your sewing machine and stitch a forward and a backward stitch to hold it in place. Make sure you catch the elastic inside, and that's it. It's as simple as that, and there's your finished scrunchie. So enjoy and keep in touch. I'll see you again.